Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another excellent episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. I'm your host, that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. 3 continents down, 3 more to go. No cap, straight facts. The worldwide starboy, Remy Blue. But it's not about me. You see, I actually have a special guest joining us again. That's right. If you've actually watched us, you know that people that have been on 50 Minutes of Fandom, they tend to return for either our predictions episode, one of our predictions episodes, or heck, even one of our topics episodes. And with that being said, I would like to welcome back a very talented woman, entrepreneur, who has a great spirit, and I'm looking forward to seeing her make a lot of the men and women in professional wrestling look good. Everybody, welcome to the show, Arielle. Arielle, the Glamarti of wrestling. I had to do that pronunciation pretty well. I didn't want people to think you were like Little Mermaid or something.
Right.
So, but how you doing tonight?
I am doing well. Really coming off of that SmackDown show, I'm feeling really good because that was the Puerto Rico crowd. Oh my gosh, I can only imagine what it was like being there because me on the outside looking in, so hyped. So I'm excited.
Yeah, maybe I should have gone to Puerto Rico this weekend, but I gotta
I was
work
thinking the
tomorrow.
same thing. I was like, man, what was I thinking not being there?
I gotta go there real soon, but I know it's an American territory, and you don't need a dress. You don't need a passport. You can just hop on a plane and go.
Yep.
Apparently, it's not that far. One of these days, I'm definitely gonna make it over there. But not before I make my trip to London. Got to make that happen, or maybe before. I don't know, but probably do that after Europe. But with that being said, for those of y'all watching, that are familiar with us, you know what the deal is. For those of y'all that are new, we actually do predictions episodes as well too, where we actually give our predictions on a wrestling card. Most likely it's WWE or AEW, and we normally say who we think is going to win and also what might happen and so on. So I know you're probably asking, where are Kathy Knight and Rob Bass? Well, I haven't fired them yet. I should fire them for not being on this prediction show, but they actually had prior commitments. So hey, life happens. It happens to all of us. It happens to me too as well. So hopefully next time they'll be able to join us. But right now you just got me and Arielle. And with that being said, Arielle, how do you feel about the card? Like, I didn't, I was rushing home, and I was in the subway when everything happened. But how do you feel about the card and the go home episode of SmackDown,
Yeah.
the Backlash?
I think this was a really good go home episode. Like I said, the crowd from Puerto Rico made it so incredible. At this point, Cody Rhodes, I don't even think over is the best word to describe him anymore. Like, he's beyond over. So I think this card is going to be really fun. I think Backlash is one of those premium live events that like you don't expect like a whole bunch from it. It's just something that's going to be fun because it's coming off of the hills of WrestleMania. So I think it's going to be fun. We've got a street fight with Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, which I'm excited to see because up until now we've only really seen Bad Bunny kind of like in a tag team match or hit a move here or there in Royal Rumble and then get thrown over. So I'm excited to see him hold his own in like a full singles match.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how that goes. Man, it's going to be against Damian Priest. Woo!
Yeah.
That's going to be something. And we got so many other great matches here going on. And I'm definitely excited for each and every one. Raw and SmackDown have been actually doing their thing recently. I'm actually, I still don't think there should be a 3-hour Raw. I'm still against. I think Raw should still go back to being 2 hours, but it's been almost 11 years now since they, converted to 3 hours. So I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for this card as well, and big ups to WWE. They're going more international now. I don't know. We should consider Puerto Rico being international because it's a U.S. territory, but now they got Money in the Bank in London.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm gonna say this right now to any U.S. fans out there that are going to that are in America. I'm talking in America that are gonna be flying to London to see that event. I tip my hat off to you. You are definitely a tried and true wrestling fan to actually do something like that, to leave from London to to leave from America to London. Unless of course you work in the airline, then of course, okay, fine. It's not surprising. I know you guys get free perks. I know you guys. One guy once told me he went to Japan for the weekend. I'm like, what? I want to go to Japan for the weekend, man. You just living the good life, man.
Oh
Shoots.
yeah, those airline perks are the best.
Yeah. But for those of you that actually don't work for the airline but still manage to go, I tip my hat off to y'all. Y'all definitely are hella impressive. You know, you got me beat. And actually, I think our other guy is here. Henny. Hey, Henny, how's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, guys. I was just running around like a chicken with no head.
It's all good. It's all good. So for those of y'all, this is our other guest, Henny Wrestling, fellow content creator, hilarious guy. You know, if you ever want, you know, some giggles to laugh out loud, to laugh your butt off, definitely follow this guy's channel on Instagram. He is man, Henny, you're a funny dude, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You're a funny dude.
I try.
But we were just talking about the card, man. And how do you feel about the card, man? The backlash card.
I'm in the middle because it was, it was coming off of one of the amazing WrestleMania shows in years. Like I
Right?
mean, in years, and then to see how Raw was after Mania, um, it felt like we lost hope because of rumors that Vince took over for that show, and
Right.
it felt like we lost hope because of the fact that even though Triple H was doing the best of his abilities, they were still putting on a good show. Well, was it like pay-per-view type of show every week? No, but there was stuff here and there. But I'm in the middle, but I think I think come tomorrow, Backlash Puerto Rico, I think it's gonna be a very good show. If they plan it right, if the matches flow well, it's gonna be a very good pay-per-view. Having like what 6, 7 matches with the stories and stuff. Well, I'll say except Seth Rollins and Almas because Vince McMahon had to let it slide with the Almas because he's in love with tall people. But
Yeah.
to see 7 matches and each of them has like their little storylines and stuff, like it's definitely a looking forward pay-per-view.
Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to each and every, for the most part, every one of these matches. They're pretty interesting, and um, this is one pay per view where I'm just gonna sit down and see where it plays out. I mean, Vince
Hmm.
McMahon. My thing is this, and we posted a tweet about this several weeks ago. I think it was actually after Mania, and we asked, what if it's not Vince that's making all these decisions? What if it's not Vince that's in charge of Raw, that was in charge of Mania? It could have been Triple H. You
Yeah,
know,
what if it really was Triple H?
what if it was? I mean, nobody's perfect. People tend to mess up at times, you know, but you know, to me, people like to blame Vince, and I don't think everything was his. You know, I don't think. I think some of it was. I think some of it was somebody else. Some of what he was doing was because remember you have other writers too.
Yeah.
There's other people that write stuff and so on. So I tend not to put it all on Vince. It's frustrating, but I think there's more than one person who has a hand in what goes on.
I don't care. I blame on that old man. That dude frustrates me.
Yeah.
I
All
don't.
right.
I'm kind of with you too, though, because here's the thing. One of the things Triple H kind of put out there when the Vince rumors came around is that no matter what, he's still gonna make the decisions about what happened. So I think, while I'm sure Vince definitely put his 2 cents in, if we're going with what Triple H said, he ultimately still approved what did or did not happen on the show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to blame Vince so much, but I think we got to kind of put a little bit of this on Triple H too.
Yeah, I mean, I look at things like from the outside. From the outside, I look at things from like fairness, and like I said, sometimes like the best answer is time for certain things, and I'm just sitting back and just watching. I've heard rumors that somebody made a rumor that Roman Reigns might end up competing that new title. Um, I'm not. If they do it, I'm
I'm
just gonna sit back and watch it. Okay, what are they gonna do now?
I'm gonna start watching
Where
WWE
is
if he
this gonna
wins that
go?
world heavyweight title because it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, especially when it was said that like it was meant to be for Raw. So at this point, let it just be for Raw. And I'm the biggest Bloodline fan, but I don't need another title for Roman. I don't need him to be 3 belts. Like it's the 2 was a lot. 3 is not necessary.
So my thing with that belt, if they're gonna put that belt on anybody, do not put it on somebody that faced Roman. Put it on somebody that has not faced him. I mean, you got. I mean, Randy Orton hasn't fought him since he beat started the whole tribal chief thing. He hasn't fought him for that title. Put it on him. You got Bobby Lashley, who I don't think has fought Roman since he became a tribal chief. Put it on Bobby Lashley. You got Omos. Hell, if they want to put on Austin Theory, put the belt on Austin Theory. I just don't want it to be somebody that fought Roman and lost. Or if possible, put it on Seth Rollins. Seth
Thank
Rollins
you,
fought
thank
Roman,
you, thank you.
and Roman lost by DQ. And what I'm getting at is because I don't want that belt to be the consolation prize, the participation belt. Whereas, oh yeah, no, congratulations, you took part in a match with Roman. You didn't win, but here's something to make you feel good. No, no, that will cheapen the value of that title. I personally would not take that title serious. I'm sorry, but if they
Uh,
do that, put it on somebody fresh. Put it on somebody new. You
I
know,
If
was
not Seth Rollins, I'm with you, is the best bet. It has to be Seth.
or
I'm
Gunther.
sorry.
Put the belt on
I'm
Gunther. I'm cool with that. Put it on
no,
Gunther.
no. Listen, this is long overdue for Seth Rollins. Long overdue. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but it is long overdue for Seth Rollins, and especially the momentum that he picked up as a babyface. Because as a heel, he was great. As a heel, he was great. The mind games was ridiculous. Like, I'm not
Oh
gonna
yeah.
hold you. His mind games as a heel, ridiculous. But this momentum that he caught as a babyface, bro, it's long overdue. He needs that world heavyweight title. Whether you want to believe it because of what happened last year at the Rumble or not, that title is long overdue for Seth Rollins, and it's time for him to carry the belt and carry Raw where it's supposed to go.
Yeah, what was it in Paris over the weekend? They said they sang his song literally for what, 8 to 10 minutes? Like, who
Come
else are
on
you
now.
putting that belt on if it's not Seth Rollins? Who
Come
else
on now.
who else is doing that? No
Come on
one.
now.
Yeah. True. True. I'm cool with Seth holding it too. I'm definitely cool with Seth Rollins winning that title, but just nobody that actually fought Roman. Just nobody. Don't even put it on Cody because that would even piss me off
Yeah,
even more.
no.
I'll be
No,
like,
no, 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 no.
I, I,
I think he's gonna finish his story with Roman. That's why I'm hearing that. Come next year's WrestleMania, he'll face Roman Reigns again, and he'll finish his story. Let's see,
we gotta
because
wait till next WrestleMania. Oh,
they
jeez.
really. I'm gonna be honest with you. They really shot themselves in the foot with this Roman Reigns run. Like,
Yeah.
they could have just continued with the Universal title, but last year Vince McMahon, excuse my French, caught an orgasm and saw Brock Lesnar with a WWE title and Universal title. Let's make a unification at WrestleMania. It's like now they really shot themselves in the foot. They could have allowed Roman to vacate the WWE title, but the thing is that people will still complain. So WWE had to pick their poison on whether create a new belt for Monday Night Raw or tell Roman, listen, your run is amazing, but you have to vacate the WWE title. So either or, they was gonna get criticized, regardless of whether Roman was gonna vacate the WWE title or not.
Yeah, I think they should have just taken the criticism though for having him vacate the WWE title, especially because that's how they brought Cody in. Is that's the one title his dad never won, and so that's the one title he
Mm-hmm.
has to have. So to me, it didn't. Nobody cared if he won the Universal title. Like
No.
nobody cared. So you could have easily had it just be for the WWE title, let Cody win, and keep moving. Like people would have just been just as happy with Roman as the tribal chief running with that Universal
Yeah.
title, especially because we all know that's his baby. The
Mm-hmm.
WWE title was just something he could grab, but we
Yeah.
all know like that Universal title is his baby. So we could have
Mm-hmm.
easily let Cody take that WWE title. So missed opportunity 1,000%.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I'm just looking to see what they do, and like I said, they better do it right with that new title, and them two titles they got on Roman, they better do something. Maybe merge them together and make a purple belt or something because it doesn't. I mean, what, I don't know, but they better do something, and it better be a cool design too. Because
Yeah.
to me, the only belts that I actually enjoy as a fan of well, I watch all wrestling, but WWE are if it's not the wing belt or the smoking skull belt, I don't really mess with it. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong, the John Cena spinner belt was okay for a bit, but that was when hip hop spinners were in style. Once they got started, okay, what are we doing here?
Nah, that
You
spin is
know,
still
so
fire.
yeah, 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 I guess. But my wing belt, the Eagle wing belt, man, that was my belt. That
Which one?
was my
Which
favorite.
one? The one with the Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, or one with the Austin, like the
The
Attitude
one,
Era?
the one with Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, the classic
Okay,
one.
gotcha.
That's the one. That's the only belt I accept. So hopefully they do. And quite frankly, this new belt looks like some out of AEW. Like Tony Khan probably was like, something. I don't like this design. You know, let me get another one. And then the guy was probably sold that design that was making the belt to Vince McMahon. So yeah, it looks too similar, man. It looks too similar.
But
But
but the hold on. But the thing is that almost every world championship belt, I'll say except MLW, has their logo like in the middle. So it's like I don't know what you're complaining about. Impact Wrestling, their logo, the world championship logo in the middle. AEW World Championship, the logo in the middle. So I don't know honestly what's the complaint. The design
the
is okay.
design, these actual design looks similar to the AEW title.
I understand that, but what's the issue? That's my thing because because the fans of AEW complains about what WWE does, but yet WWE takes something from AEW. Nobody says a thing.
Eh,
Yeah.
it
Like
is what
that
it is.
like that post media that AEW has been doing for a long time. WWE all of a sudden add that up. Why nobody complain about that? Like,
We talking about the post media thing?
yeah,
Man, they took that stuff from New Japan, man.
who on AEW?
Hey, yeah, come on, Henny. Come on, you've been watching New Japan for a long time.
Okay, all right.
Arielle, I know you've been watching it too. Do you know they took that from New Japan?
So I
Yeah,
don't know. Okay, so what's the complaint? Because it's like y'all could take each
I'm
other's
not
ideas.
complaining.
Because like at the end, we all wrestlers need to eat. Like wrestler doesn't get salaries.
Yeah, you're right. I You definitely right. I have some friends I had some friends that are actually wrestlers, and they say, yeah, it's a grind out there.
Yeah,
Um, and Ariel, I know you're gonna find that out whenever you become a makeup artist and do your thing, um, as well. Too, you're definitely gonna, like I said, I'm speaking into existence. You're definitely gonna be a makeup artist, and you're definitely gonna make it. If there's anything I can do on my part, definitely let me know,
Oh yeah, of
uh,
course.
as well. Um, Actually, I think I know one person personally that I could probably put you in touch. How good are you at try? You know, we'll talk later. We'll talk later. We'll
Yeah,
talk
cool.
later. But with that being said, Backlash card, man, 7 matches. Since I was gonna go down, I'm gonna go around the room and I'm gonna ask y'all, each, say the match, and I'm gonna ask y'all who y'all think is gonna win and whatnot. And then once you're done running down the card, I'm gonna ask y'all, if you have any final words on what might happen, what alliances might form, what alliances might disband, who might make a surprise entrance, and whatnot. That's how it's gonna go down. So with that being said, the first match we have is a San Juan street fight. We have San Benito, Bad Bunny versus the Judgment Day's Damian Priest. This is going. This is. It looks like it's a disadvantage for Bad Bunny, but I've seen Bad Bunny scrap. I think if he doesn't win, he's gonna go down swinging. But Henny, who you got for this one?
Um, they're gonna give this to Bad Bunny. I know they are. I'm gonna roll with Damian Priest. I'm gonna be on the other fence, but I know they're gonna give this to Bad Bunny.
Okay, cool. Arielle, who you got?
I got Bad Bunny. I think it's gonna be like a whole make the hometown happy type of deal. So
Yeah.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, they better make that hometown happy because I heard that. And this, I'm not being offensive to anybody that's Puerto Rican. I love Latino culture, especially since I have a little, Venezuelan blood in my family, distant. But I heard that the wrestling scene out there, the fans can get really rowdy. They can get wild. They'll turn over cars and burn cars and stuff. They don't play. So yeah. But in all honesty, both of them are Puerto Rican. Damian Priest is Puerto Rican too. So it's like you can't like how you gonna get mad if Damian Priest, unless of course it's the thing where he's not Puerto Rican, he's New Rican. We don't want him to win. You know, then I could understand that. But I mean it's a win-win situation here. Um so I honestly, but I think Bad Bunny's gonna get it. I don't see him losing. He's gonna he's definitely gonna be at a disadvantage, but I think he's gonna pull it off. The next match we have a singles match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. We have the defending champion, the EST, the biggest, the strongest, the fastest, the smartest, Bianca Belair versus the Genius of the Sky, formerly 1/3 of one of the best trios in Stardom, Threedom, now 1/3 of Damage Control, Io Sky. Henny, who you going with, man?
Bianca Belair. That's come on now. Now, what I do want is to make Io Sky look good. If she's not gonna win, make her look good. Just please, just make her look good. That's all I'm asking. Because I know she's taking this L, but make her look good in this match. That's all I'm asking.
Okay. Ariel, who you going with?
This one's hard for me because I love Bianca and Io so much, and like my agenda is for Io to win, but it's Bianca. Bianca is gonna come out and still Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair.
I'm gonna go with Bianca, but I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair for this one. But I think after this match, we're gonna see Io Sky in a new light. Now, to my knowledge, Io Sky has never gotten a chance to showcase what she can do as a single star on the main roster. We've seen it in NXT. We've seen it in NXT, and we know she can go. And to those of y'all that, and those who have actually followed her career even before WWE in her Stardom days, they know she can go as well too. As a matter of fact, heck, her sister was a wrestler. Mio Shirai was also a wrestler as well too. And I think this match is definitely going to showcase her in a singles type of situation. But I think the ESC is going to take it just for one more night. She's definitely going to go take this win. So the next match we have, and I'm actually one of the people in this match is actually growing on me. They're actually like, getting more and more impressive, and I'm actually kind of secretly cheering for them. every match. We have a triple threat match for the WWE United States Championship. We have the defending champion, the now Austin Theory, versus Bobby Lashley versus Bronson Reed. Henny, who you got for this one?
Where's Big E? Because there's gonna be a lot of big meaty men slapping meat in that triple threat match.
Man, I'm sorry Rob wasn't here, man. Rob would have loved to hear. Rob loves that kind of thing.
This gonna be an epic triple threat. Like, don't sleep on this triple threat match. If you guys have followed Bronson Reed, also known as Jonah, outside of WWE, that man is legit. Bobby Lashley, we know what he can do. Theory, love him or hate him, that man is the future for WWE. But this is gonna be between Theory and Reed. But I'm gonna play on the safe side. I'm gonna roll with Mr. All Day, Austin Theory. But don't be surprised if Reed does win the United States title tomorrow night.
Okay. Arielle, who are we going with?
So I am actually gonna go Bronson Reed for this one. I feel like they're with Austin being like the future of WWE. Like I said, love him or hate him, he has come such a long way since NXT and being in the way. Like, he's grown in his character, just with like the psychology of the game in the ring. But I think there's something else coming for him, so I'm going Bronson Reed for this one.
Awesome. Honestly, I'm gonna go with Austin Theory. Austin Theory has been killing it, and I think he's definitely gonna pull out the win. I don't mind. I don't mind seeing him, retain. You know, he's definitely earned his way. No pun intended. But I'm hoping one person I want to see Austin Theory face after this match, and I hope he makes his return soon. The Legend Killer Randy Orton. I think a Legend Killer, a feud with a Legend Killer, would definitely, bring out the best in Austin Theory. It worked for Cody in a sense. It worked for Cody, and I think I'm looking forward to seeing that. I would like to see that. I mean, he fought John Cena, so I mean, hey, why not Randy Orton? So the next match we have is a singles match, and it's gonna be the Architect, Seth freaking Rollins versus Omos with MVP. Henny, who you going for this one?
If they're gonna make Seth Rollins win that World Heavyweight title, they gotta have Seth Rollins win this match. Momentum is always gonna be your best friend when it comes to the world professional wrestling. Winning matches is always gonna give you momentum. I'm rolling with Seth Rollins. If they're gonna make this man the first ever WWE World Heavyweight Champion, I'm rolling with Seth Rollins with that momentum going to Nights of Champions.
Okay.
Well, the
Arielle,
tournament.
who you going with?
Well, the tournament first, then Nights of Champions.
Arielle, who you going with?
I've got Seth Rollins too. It's his time. Like, the announcement of this new belt, just how over he is with the crowd. He's winning. It's Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go with Seth Rollins too. I mean, he's gonna once again. This is a case of where there's obviously a size disadvantage. We've seen with Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. Now we're seeing with Seth freaking Rollins and Omos. But I think Seth Rollins is definitely gonna pull the win off. What I'm really looking forward to is seeing what mind game he's gonna play with Omos. Is he gonna come out just in Hurt Business colors? What is he going to do to get into the mind of Omos? Because Omos doesn't seem, and Omos doesn't seem to be the type to like pay mind games any mind. He doesn't seem to be the type. He's just head on, takes care of business.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting to see. So the next match we have is a singles match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. We have the Eradicator, Mommy. What is it? Mama C. I guess I don't know what he's calling him.
It's Mommy.
Mommy.
Yeah, I thought it was something else to it. But Mommy, Rhea Ripley defending against. Well, she'll be accompanied with Dominic Mysterio, of course, defending against Selena Vega, who will be accompanied by Rey Mysterio. Henny, who you got for this one?
Um, I think Selena's gonna give. I think Selena's gonna give a tough time to Rhea because of the height advantage, and if she's smart enough, she could go after Rhea Ripley's leg. So her power game will be off. But I'm rolling with Rhea Ripley to retain the SmackDown Women's title.
Um, Arielle, who you got?
So my agenda is Zelina Vega, but I know that Rhea is going to win it. But the agenda is Zelina Vega winning in Puerto Rico to become the SmackDown Women's Champion. One, it's really long overdue. I think that she has so much she can show in the ring, and like she hasn't been given a chance, and I think putting a title on her will give her that chance to do it. Also, it would be nice to see her win in Puerto Rico, but we know it's going to be Rhea Ripley.
So who do I want to win? Zelina Vega. She's been doing this for a hot minute. I'd like to say like at least like almost 15 years, maybe even more. I knew her when she was in TNA as Rosita, and she was very impressive there as well. To held the knockouts, the tag team championships, and she's worked her way to WB, and her skills are undeniable. Um, and I really want her to win. But who I think is going to win is going to be Rhea Ripley. She just got the title, and um, it's not gonna be a squash. Definitely not gonna be a squash for Rhea, but she's gonna be fighting tooth and nail to get this win. So I'm gonna go with Rhea for this one as well. You say Henny, you say Rhea top the Rosita should call the girl Rosita. Zelina should attack Rhea's legs. Have you seen that woman's legs? Good luck with that.
That's why
No,
you should
but
attack them.
exactly because it's because the power comes from the legs, and if you can attack the legs enough, when she try to do her power maneuver, it's not going to be effective because she don't have that stability. She don't have that stability, so she has to chop that tree down to win the match.
That and the shoulder, because she's not gonna hit a riptide if her legs aren't there, and if she can't hit it with one arm. Like the
Yeah,
riptide doesn't work
that as
out.
well.
So she at
Man,
least needs to go for a shoulder and like a leg and a shoulder, whatever that looks like for her. Because the riptide is completely taken out with either of those.
that's crazy. That'll definitely be a match to see. I'm definitely looking forward to that one. I know there's gonna be a lot of a lot going on outside the ring with Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio
Oh yeah.
as well. So it's definitely gonna be a crazy match, but maybe not as crazy as this next one because for we have another singles match and it's gonna be the American Nightmare, the grandson of a plumber, Cody Rhodes, going up against the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Henny, who you got for this one?
I'm looking at this as like I don't know if you guys remember Extreme Rules 2012 when Cena faced Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Except it's not gonna be an Extreme Rules match. Um, Lesnar's gonna beat the living hell out of Cody Rhodes. Like, dude is gonna throw him like a garbage morning bag you throw out every morning. But I do believe Cody Rhodes is gonna win. This is like the road for Cody to come back and face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. So it starts with Lesnar. I don't know what's gonna continue from there, but I do believe Cody Rhodes is gonna take the W. He's gonna get beat real bad, but he's gonna persevere and win the match.
Arielle, who you got?
I got Cody Rhodes all day. Cody is taking this. Like you said, it's not gonna be easy. Like I'm predicting maybe 3 or 4 F5s before it like clicks for him that he's not gonna get beat up no more. But Cody Rhodes is taking this, especially because I think Brock is at a point in his career where he's putting people over, and so he doesn't need to win. And so that's what this is gonna be. So he's gonna put Cody over, even though he doesn't need to. But that's what it's gonna be.
So Here's my thing. I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar. Brock is gonna take this, but there's gonna be a respect thing with Cody and Brock, or at least Cody and somebody and the powers that be, as this guy was so man enough. He called Brock Lesnar a coward, sneak attacked Brock Lesnar and knocked him down with a right hand, met him face to face, took the ass whooping of the century, the butt whooping of the century, and is still standing asking for more. A la Jeff Hardy and Undertaker when they had that ladder match on the episode of Raw. And Jeff Hart and Undertaker ultimately won, but Jeff Hardy was like, I'm not done yet. Come back. Undertaker came back and powerbombed him, I think, once or twice again. And then he was like, come back. I'm not done. That's all you got. And Undertaker came back and was like, he held him up and then raised his hand and shook his head and just walked away. So I think it's gonna be one of those scenarios. That's what I'm looking at.
All right.
So the last match we have is a 6-man tag team match, and it's gonna be the original bro, Matt Riddle, and I call them good friends, better enemies, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Bloodline. Well, 3/4 of the Bloodline, the Usos, and their brother Solo Sikoa. Henny, who you got for this one?
This is gonna be a fun match. I'm rolling with Discount Tarzan, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn.
Count Tarzan.
Yeah, he's not wearing the trunks anymore. He's with the underwear.
He is wearing the underwear now.
I would go with Discount George of the Jungle because I mean Tarzan actually has some kind of sense, but this guy, he looks like if you put him in that scenario, Matt Riddle in that scenario where he's swinging on a vine, he'll probably hit a tree for real.
So this
But
is for Tarzan Disney movie.
Arielle, who you going with?
So I already let you guys know I'm never gonna go against the bloodline. It's bloodline for me.
Okay, all right. Hey, I'm gonna go with man. This is gonna be crazy. You got Matt Riddle and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on one hand, but you got Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and Jey Uso on the other hand. I'm gonna just, you know what? I'm gonna be brave and go with Matt Riddle and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm gonna go with that. With those guys for the win. But I know I'm gonna be curious to see what happens afterwards. Like what's gonna happen next. You know, because if the Usos, if the bloodline loses, something's got to give. Roman's not gonna be too happy. You know, and I highly doubt Solo Sikoa is gonna take the pin. It's probably gonna be Jimmy or Jay. But so that's the card right there. So I'm gonna go around the room one more time. Any final predictions? Anything y'all think might happen? You know, like I said,
Go
ahead.
I got two. We might see Bailey calls Io the title because there's going to be a little bit of there's going to be a jealousy because if it's really about damage control, like Bailey would definitely be happy if Eos would win the World Women's title. But the damage control is not about the team. It's all about Bailey. And if I don't know if you guys have followed Raw, but there's times where Bailey have felt some type of way. Like she tried not to show it, but you could sense it. That because she's not in a title shot, but Io is, and she's in a faction, she either gonna cost her the title or she's gonna turn on Io Sky. That's one.
Okay.
Two, the reason being I picked Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. I feel like the bloodline might crumble if they lose tomorrow. If they lose tomorrow, I feel that Jimmy and Jay might be out of the bloodline, or Jay might be out by itself. Solo, that's Roman Reigns' guard. but we all know sooner or later he might face Roman Reigns down the road. So that's my two. So that's going to be my two predictions for Backlash.
Okay. Ariel, how about you? Any final predictions?
I was gonna go with those same ones. I think we've been seeing the damage control stuff for the last couple of weeks kind of play out, that they're slowly like crumbling and it's gonna fall apart. Like you said, you've seen a couple of times Bailey like see Dakota and Io in the ring and not necessarily get as hype about what's going on as she used to. And I don't know if anybody noticed tonight, but she pushed Io into Bianca or Bianca into Io, and I don't think that was by accident. So I think those seeds are being sown. If it doesn't happen tonight or tomorrow, I definitely think we're gonna see more of those seeds for like their breakup coming. And I think I do think that Solo is probably gonna end up attacking one or two of his brothers tomorrow, and I'm not ready for that at all. I am not ready, but I do think he's gonna end up attacking one of them, if not both.
Oh man, Thanksgiving at the Anawai Fatu household is gonna be awkward this year.
Holidays are not gonna be the same.
It's gonna be something.
And
But
now
yeah,
Trinity's an Impact, so things are definitely not the same at holidays anymore.
Impact is not really. I wouldn't consider Impact Wrestling a rival anymore. Given how things are with them. I mean, they had Mickey James show up with the Impact title, so yeah, I don't think that would be a problem. Now, if you said AEW, then yeah, that's definitely going to be awkward, you know. But yeah, she should be fine. I'm actually glad that she's in Impact, and people are doubting her, but people have to remember when Bobby Lashley wasn't doing well in WWE, where did he go to? Impact.
Okay.
Then he came back, and then he started shining. Where did AJ Styles come from? Impact Wrestling. Where did Drew McIntyre go after he pretty much was given a band gimmick with 3-man band? He went to Impact, got great, came back. Where did LA Knight come from? As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, LA Knight started in WWE in the developmental territory, got let go, went to Impact, and then developed himself, then came back to WWE. So I think this is going to be great for Trinity. She's definitely going to rebrand herself, and it's going to be great. I always felt that she was never given a chance. She should have been given more. Yeah, and she won the title.
She wasn't given the chance. I mean, she was given enough of a chance for people to see what she can do a little, but she wasn't. She didn't get a push like some of the other girls. That's for sure.
Right, and people whenever they leave WWE, you see a different side of them. You see a different person, in my opinion. So I honestly think that Trinity is we're gonna see a different side of Trinity. We're gonna see probably some new moves and everything, and maybe when the time is right, Vince and Triple H will be like, oh well, they'll probably be like, oh damn, we made a mistake. We got to get her back. Let's give her some more money and get her back into the fold. But yeah, I'm glad that she's still kept up with it. But my predictions, 5 predictions. If the Bloodline doesn't win, I don't think Solo's gonna attack them right there and then. He might probably do it whenever Roman Reigns is there. When Roman's there, like to ask them what happened. Why did you lose again and again and again? I think that's when it's probably gonna happen. You're gonna see something out of Solo. But right now, I think the most you might get out of him would be like maybe he yells at them, he shakes his head, and then walks away, disgusted. That's what I think is gonna happen with that. Bad Bunny and
because he's already tried to attack Jay once, so I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You could be right. It could be Jay going, and I'm all for Jay. Going on his own because there's nothing else we're supposed to do. They broke the all-time record for longest tag team title reign. There's nothing else for them to do but go solo. No pun intended, but to go solo, to go into singles action. So, and I'd like to see them do that because I've been watching wrestling for 33 years now, and I could tell you that most twin wrestlers, they're always pigeonholed into being a tag team wrestler. The Harris twins, um, and several other twins that I've known have always been stuck in that category of you're a tag team wrestler. That's all you're going to be because you're a twin. The Bella twins were able to do it, but I think there's certain things that factored in that made them able to get those singles title reigns. Um, and the Blossom twins, who were in OVW, did it briefly, but I think I want this for Jimmy and Jay to actually see what they can do when they're in a single situation on their own, as well. Which is why I was hoping that I hope sometime down the future they actually split them up, put them on different brands. That'd be pretty good. But yeah, that's gonna happen. And the Bad Bunny. I think the Bad Bunny and Damian Priest match is gonna be that's gonna be the show stealer. I think that's the one that's gonna have people going, yo, they did that. That's crazy. It's definitely gonna be that. And I know we're gonna see some interference on both sides, the LWO and the Judgment Day, because I noticed Finn Balor doesn't have a match either. So those are my two final predictions as well. So with that being said, that was the card for WWE Backlash. For those of you that have that, actually, if you have your own predictions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, whether it's on YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook. We'll try our best to have polls out on Twitter for y'all to actually give your vote as to who may win and whatnot. So definitely look out for that. And with that being said, Arielle, Henny, I just want to thank y'all for taking time out of your busy schedules to be on our show. Henny, I know you were rushing home like I was too. We both live in New York, and I could only imagine how you were on the train and whatnot. Like, man, this train is, or this bus is something else, So I know how it is. But I just gotta thank y'all for actually, taking time out to, talk wrestling and WWE Backlash and whatnot. Before we shut this show down, I just gotta ask, where can fellow wrestling fans find y'all on social media when they want to talk wrestling? And where can well, I'll start with you, Arielle. Where can bookers find you when they want to book you for your makeup services and so on as well?
Oh, you cut out. I think I didn't hear everything you said. I'm sorry.
Oh, Arielle, where can fellow wrestling fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling, and where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for your makeup services?
Yep, I am everywhere on social media. I am the Glamarti of wrestling. So the Glamarti of wrestling, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Find me, and then DMs. I am always open as long as it's nothing weird. Of course, I am always open to business opportunities.
Yes. I'm gonna say it like it is. I mean, um, I know it happens to males too, but it happens mostly to females. Y'all, please stop being weird to the women in wrestling. Stop being weird to the women wrestlers, and stop being weird to the female fans. Stop it. It's not cool. You're making things bad for everybody. Because then when I go and I say, "Hey, Arielle, congrats on doing makeup for AEW or WB. We like to have her on the show." Now she's gonna be like, "Oh, guess what? I don't want to. I feel weirded out by too many males made me feel weird." I'm not being sarcastic. Stop it. Jeez. Wrestling fans, I tell you, I love y'all, but I can't stand y'all at the same time. But Arielle, definitely, we're gonna talk after this. I know you're gonna be great at that makeup thing. Henny Wrestling, where can fellow wrestling fans find you when they want to talk wrestling, and also check out those hilarious videos you got, man? Yo, you a funny dude, man. When you make it to the Apollo, I'm gonna definitely buy a ticket. I'm serious. Let me find out.
All right, before I give where people can find me, I wanted to speak about Trinity, aka Naomi.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I'm glad she's on Impact. I know a lot of people would wish that she would be in AEW, but my thing is this: she gets the pop, and then all of a sudden, if you don't know what to do with her, you're gonna throw her on AEW Dark. Like she don't need that. She
Right.
needs to be in if she was gonna sign with AEW, she needs to be in a Dynamite every week. Like just don't have her pop for 2 weeks and then you throw her in Dark, where knowing very well she don't belong there unless you wanna put her to help some indie wrestlers. Then fine, but you put her on Dynamite because you know what she is capable of. You just put it together. But I'm glad she's on Impact. The women's division on Impact is ridiculous. Like for those who follow Perazzo, Grace, and other female wrestlers, that division is ridiculous, and I'm looking forward to what Impact has in store for Trinity. And I do believe she'll win the Knockouts title, not now, but down the road. But I don't know for how long she signed the contract. But if she signed the contract for a very long time, I do expect her to win the Knockouts title very, very, very soon. Now,
Yeah.
back to where people can find me. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on YouTube. TikTok, I've not been active because I don't know what is going on. I don't know if they're going to ban it or not. And then you have weirdos over there in TikTok too. So I try to stay away from that. And as my boy said, you guys stop shooting your shot with these females. Like, be friendly. If things happen, great. If not, leave it alone. And don't disrespect females. On Twitter, I saw someone disrespect Jordan Grace, and I'm like, I bet you're the same one that will melt if y'all saw Jordan Grace right in your face. Like, stop it. Like, y'all weirdos for this. Please be
She's
respectful.
a nice woman too. I've met her before. Like I met her 4 years ago when I was in Las Vegas. She's a really cool person.
Definitely, definitely. I met her last year at HOG.
Yeah. But yeah, Henny's right. Y'all stop. If honestly, I would say this: if you like, if you want to shoot your shot, I understand you can't help the heart, but do it in a respectful way. Start with "Hi, my name is," and then go forward. But tread lightly, but be respectful. And if she says no, no, no means no. You're not gonna turn into salt. Look at it this way: at least you shot your shot. You didn't stand there and you just you didn't just stand there and now you're living with regret saying, man, what if I had said this? What if I said that? If she says yes, then once again, be a gentleman. That's that. But yeah, y'all please stop being weird because y'all definitely ruin it for others that, mean well and so on. So, with that being said, if y'all want to find me on social media, not that I say a lot of cool things, you could definitely find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Remy Blue. But I do go to a couple of cool places. I might hit up London later on this month and maybe Miami later on too. Depends on how I feel. But definitely follow me on there. I tend to actually, show you cool places that you should check out, where you can eat at, where you can just chill, and whatnot. So y'all definitely, those y'all watching and listening, follow me on those three platforms. You will not be bored with where I go with where I go. And I'm also on Facebook under the alias Remy Blue as well, so you can find me there as well. Our podcast is also on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Ringside Society. We're on Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. We're on Facebook as a Facebook group, and we're also on Spotify. And we also have a Teespring store where we sell official Ringside Society merch, like the one I'm wearing right now. That's our original shirt right there. We have T-shirts, we have tank tops, we have hoodies, we have long sleeve shirts. We even have coffee mugs for your favorite warm beverage. And we have a lot of designs too. As a matter of fact, we have our luxury design, and it's our first ever pro wrestler inspired um, design as well too. After one of our alumni guests that we've had on here, we're about to release it tomorrow. So look out for that one as well. And all proceeds from those sales that we get from those merchandise sales go back into keeping our show afloat. They cannot go back into our pockets. I guarantee you that. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where you can see cool episodes like this one, like the one we had yesterday with cosplayer Chris Wayne, who did a mean Shawn Michaels cosplay. Who else do we had? The Foundation, Zoe Dubois, Duke Lawrence, from they're on the West Coast, and many other great men and women. All you gotta do is just go to YouTube, type in Ringside Society, and once you see that really good looking dark blue and light blue yin yang sound with the blue flames around it, that's when you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody tuning in live tonight. We really and truly appreciate it. Thank you very much. We strive on being one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could and should listen to, and we're not going to stop doing that. To those of you that are going to listen later on, we get a chance. Thank you very much in advance. And those y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we'd go away. Well, like myself at Cinco de Mayo at a taco bar, we're not going anywhere for a while. And with that being said, we just want to let everybody know that, myself, Kathy Knight, and Rob Bass, we're very well aware of everybody and their grandparents and their parents of a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. Hashtag, we are not the same. So with that being said, I'm going to say it one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, one time for the very talented Arielle. When it comes to makeup, I don't know, maybe you could touch on my mustache here or something, maybe look like Denzel in his younger days. And one time for the very unbelievably hilarious. Wait, what is that? What? Henny Wrestling. We're the Wrestling Fast Podcast, Ringside Society. We'll be back later on next week with another impressive guest on another impressive host, with another impressive guest on another impressive episode. Man, too much caffeine. But until then, we just want y'all to do 4 favors for us. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We out. Peace.